What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait. My wife and I found another all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue and hot pot place here in Orlando, but this place is literally both things together, which is awesome. I haven't seen a place like this in a while. We're actually about to head out. We haven't had breakfast, we haven't eaten, just so we can go and have some of this food, because honestly, I looked up videos, I looked up different things on Google and stuff like that, and it just looks absolutely amazing. With that said, we are gonna be heading out now, and the best part, it is right next to Disney World, like right next to the parks. So anybody that's going over to check out the parks and they're leaving early, they leave at 8 or 10 or 9 or whatever time the parks are closing now, you could go right after the parks and go and just have yourself a freaking banquet of a meal at this place. So we'll see if it's anywhere near as good as the other all-you-can-eat Korean places that we've been to, but I can't wait. I'm super excited. I am hungry. Let's go. All right, what's up, guys? We finally made it. We are here. I love this new camera angle. I love the new lens that we have. It's so cool because it gets the entire table. So we found this place, like I mentioned earlier. It is an all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue and hot pot. So of course, we get to choose our hot pots. And then here, you actually get up and get as much raw meat of the specifics that you want. You don't have to order and they bring it. So you just literally get up and go and grab as you go. Very Korean-like, you know, based on Strictly Dumplings videos and stuff like that from what I've seen. So of course, they have like 5 different broth options. They have like the spicy broth, herbal broth, original broth, pork bone broth, which is what we always get, tom yum, and spicy broth. So I think that's 6. We chose the original, we chose the pork bone broth just because of like the marrow that we get to have at the end of it. It's just so amazing. I eat it, Julia doesn't like it. So with that said, we are about to get up and we're gonna start getting a little bit of ingredients. We're gonna get 2 different things. Some ingredients that we're gonna go ahead and put into the actual barbecue, and then we're gonna get some ingredients to actually put in the broth and start making that broth taste even better. But yeah, man, I'm super excited, guys. I can't wait. All right, guys, so as you can see, you have shrimp, crawfish, shellfish. You also have marinated beef short ribs, marinated beef, marinated pork loin, smoked bacon, marinated chicken breast, marinated shrimp, and then it starts going to tofu, you know, boiled raw eggs. You got quail eggs that are boiled. You got some crab meat. You got dumplings, you got fish tofu, you got mini sausages, beef balls, and just a whole bunch of different things. You got beef tripe if you want to start getting crazy. You got duck feet, octopus, swai, scallop, shrimp, and then of course you have your fatty beef, lean beef, pork belly, and lamb meat. So you definitely have a huge choice. These are all the meats for the hot pot as well as the actual barbecue itself. Now if we turn around, you have your ramen noodles, udon noodles, plain flour noodles, and you got a whole bunch of different vegetables that you can put into your broth. You got a whole bunch of different leaves, cabbage, vegetables, watercress. I said leaves, oh my God, because I read right here it says spinach leaf and I read leaf. But seasoned vegetables and king oyster mushrooms. All right, guys, we're back. My wife is super excited. Like, you got to see her face. She's just like putting a whole bunch of stuff into her broth. And then she also started putting some of the pork belly into the grill itself. You know, like I said, they have so many different options, as you guys saw previously. They have so many different options. It's amazing. They have like a whole sauce bar as well, which I'll try to see if we could show later. But I want to start showing you guys some of the food and some of the things that they did that makes this place a little bit different than other places that we've been to. All right, so as you guys can see, we have the pork belly cooking right now. They actually put a piece of parchment paper down, but they buttered under the parchment paper and they buttered the actual parchment paper as well. But it's doing a really good job. The grill is pretty massive in my opinion. I mean, the table's huge. You have all this room, and then you have the broth here, and you have the controls right here. So you can kind of put up the temperature and things like that. We went ahead and stuck some dumplings in there, as well as a little bit of like the pork meat and stuff like that, and also as the fatty beef. We got some more butter if you want to use that for this, and then we got some dipping sauce for the gyozas and the dumplings that we're going to use. But then look at this here. So here you have smoked bacon, you have actual marinated beef, and then you have marinated pork rib. Nice thick pieces. It'll take a little bit to cook, but once this is done, that's pretty much what we're gonna do. But I can't wait to try this. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the first piece out. It's nice and it's crunchy. I wanna try to see how good it is, but let's go ahead and try it out. Wow, that's really good. My wife's about to try it. It has a lot. What? Yeah, my wife cooked it. That's what she's saying right now. But it has a lot of fattiness, so it has a very rich flavor. With that said, it has so much fat that the outside edges literally caramelize, so it's like almost sweet and salty when you taste it, but it's really, really good. I'm gonna show a close-up of one. So we're gonna go ahead and get this one and put it on our plate here. And then if you look, these little pieces, no, everything's good, man. Thank you very much. These pieces right here are nice and like caramelized. They're a little bit crunchy, although this one's still really, really hot. It might not be as crunchy as the other one, but see, it stiffens up on the outside. Let's go ahead and try this one out. All right, guys. So freaking good. But I want to go ahead and get this one that's nice and crunchy. We're gonna dip it into this amazing garlic ready dip, and we're gonna try it out. Oh my God. That garlic dip has a bunch of crushed garlic, green onions, soy sauce, a little bit of sesame oil, and it has vinegar in it. So the vinegar makes it really boosts the flavor of this pork belly. And as I always say, it takes it to that next level because it cuts through the richness of the fat. Oh my God. We're gonna be here a while, guys, I'm telling you. All right, guys, as you guys can see, look at that sizzling. We went ahead and we put the different pieces of meat down. We put the short ribs, put the smoked bacon. It's already sizzling. We just got it down on the grill. Oh, that looks so freaking good, man. All right, while we're doing that, we're gonna go ahead and get our little tiny bowls right here. And I'm gonna get myself a little bit of that soup. So, looks like our dumplings are done, so actually I'll be pulling those out first. Now, I will show you guys in a second, these dumplings are freaking massive. They are massive dumplings. All right, guys, so as you can see, I mean, these freaking dumplings are almost as big as the bowl itself that I have. They were frozen when we first got them, but I really want to try to see the outside, of course, because we're boiling it on the hot pot. It's nice and soft and jiggly. So we're gonna go ahead and dip it a little bit into this amazing sauce. Okay, oh yeah. And then we're gonna go ahead and wait till it cools down a little bit and we're gonna try it. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and try this. So I was getting a little concerned because of the size. I figured it might be a lot of dough, but this thing is packed, jam-packed on the inside. It has green onions, has the ground pork, little cabbage pieces, and then when you dip it into that sauce, oh my God, it's amazing. Let's go ahead and try it. The dough is pretty thick because of all the broth it absorbed, but once you bite into it and you dip it into the dip, basically into that garlic sauce, it penetrates everything on the inside because you have that, you know, the actual meat showing. One good dumpling. All right, guys, we got two little pieces of the pork rib, of the beef rib, I'm sorry, beef short rib. And it has a little bit of meat and stuff. We're gonna go ahead and dip it a little bit into the amazing garlic sauce and let's go ahead and try it. One thing I forgot because I was preoccupied with everything, I never put any salt or any pepper on it. I mean, they do come marinated, but usually Korean marinade is pretty sweet. So I like to normally, and with previous videos you guys have seen, I normally like to balance it out a little bit with some salt, some pepper, and things like that. But we're gonna go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna dip it into the sauce first just to try it and see how it is. All right, let's go ahead and try it. Yeah, that's good, man. But I will be honest, it's good with the sauce, but I think that's my fault. Because I didn't put any salt and pepper, I forgot to get it. We're about to get up and get it now. But that sauce, because of that strong soy sauce flavor, it cuts, and because of the vinegar, it cuts through the fat and that sweetness. And it does an excellent balance of protein in your mouth, man. That is amazing. Now we're gonna go ahead and try the actual marinated beef. All right, let's go ahead and try it. I'll try it without the sauce. But that sauce is making everything taste so good. All right, next thing we're gonna try is gonna be the smoked bacon. This I'm gonna try on its own. Now it says smoked bacon, it looks like bacon, but it's either really thickly cut bacon or maybe some thick pieces of seasoned ham. or marinated ham. So we're gonna go ahead and try it out. No sauce or anything, we're just gonna go straight for it. Oh my God. Oh, 100%. And it's spicy too. That is basically smoked ham. But when they say smoked ham, it genuinely feels like they stuck that giant piece of ham inside of a smoker and left it there for days. It's so much smokiness when you bite into it. And then right after that, you get that chili paste and you get that little bit of spice that coats your tongue. You get that delicious Christmas ham flavor. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta get more pieces of that. I already have more on the plate because I already figured it's bacon. It's gotta be delicious. But wow, because guys, that is really, really, really good. Guys, same thing as the other hot pot place. The corn, it's like little bubbles that pop in your mouth. It has a little bit of that broth flavor, but it's super, super sweet. I mean, the meat is great and all, but adding like 5 or 6 of these corn things, this is something I do in every hot pot I've ever been to. It's so freaking good. All right, guys, we have a whole bunch of food here. I can't wait. We got some more caramelized pork fat that we're gonna go ahead and put into this. There's so many options, but these were so good. Oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing. It's a pretty good experience, definitely, because of all the amount of choices that you guys have. You got that garlicness sauce, you have some spicy sauce, some hot sauce. The service is really, really, really good. They're like on top of it. Like they're about to come and change basically our parchment paper to a new piece so we can cook things better. The tables are pretty sizable, so you have room to actually bring a bunch of stuff. Like even if it was 4 of us at this table, there's still a lot of room left. And the meat, honestly, you cook it the way you want it. There's really no going down. Quality of the meat's pretty good too. The hot pot itself, personally, I haven't had a chance to try the broth, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. But it's boiling, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some broth, kind of put it on the side, and we'll try it in a couple of minutes. All right, guys, so it seems like the video got cut off, but I'm glad I noticed before I drank this. So it's been quite a while. It's been like 5 minutes. Let me go ahead and show you the broth here. So I was saying before, the broth, you could kind of tell exactly how caramelized it is. I'm sorry, not caramelized, but you can see like the fat that's been rendered into the broth. And it's been kind of sitting here for a while. I want to go ahead and try it out. I didn't want to burn myself. But right now we have like ramen, sausages, shrimp sumai, and stuff like that. In the broth itself with all the pork and all the beef that I've put in it as well. Let's go ahead and try it. So remember, this is gonna be the pork bone broth. Oh my God, that's really good. But because of the corn, there's like a little tiny bit of hint of sweetness of the corn. That broth is delicious, guys. Oh my God. All right, guys, there's a lot more stuff to see here, but you're gonna have to come and see them for yourself. Me and my wife are gonna enjoy the rest of this. It's just, the food is just, it's really good. We still have our favorites. With that said, it's definitely not a bad place. The food is delicious. The quality of meat is great. You literally cook it any way you want. You could either, you know, boil it in the soup, get that flavors into the soup so the broth tastes so much better. Or if you want to just grill everything, you're more than welcome to just grill everything. The place is really friendly. It's pretty big. The tables are huge, so it's roomy. You can get a whole bunch of different toppings. It's a really good place to bring the family. But guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. With that said, I will see you guys next weekend, and let's just keep on eating.